The first question is, can you tell us what the program will be for this second conference in January?
Oh, this will be about my favorite topic, which is less the mechanical properties of fascia, but more the sensorial one, and those that relate to the autonomic nervous system, to emotions, and that's where in my past life, I studied psychology before I became a manual body worker. So it relates to psychology and emotions, and also very interesting to the immune system. Everybody is hopefully aware of the very well established field psychoneuroimmunology, how our immune system is strongly affected and affects our autonomic nervous system, influenced by emotional factors. But that was studied without fascia. And now we learned in the last couple of years the way how the sympathetic nervous system influences the immune system can only happen if the fascial fibroblasts contribute. So if you have sympathetic stress activation, it has zero effect on certain immune cells unless the fascial fibroblasts say, I'm willing to support it. And then they express more TGF-beta, etc. So this is a very dynamic field. And it will include also that we not only have a gut microbiome where we have millions of inhabitants in our guts who are driving our body healthy and mad into disease and into wealth, including our emotions. But we also have a fascial microbiome, that we also have millions of microorganisms, viruses, bacteria who are residing usually in the fascial envelope around the neurovascular bundles. And whether they break out and if it gets bad, that is influenced to a large degree by the interaction of the immune cells and the autonomic nervous system, and also by fascial stimulation. So this will be a very exciting webinar.
That sounds absolutely amazing. So, as manual therapists, will there be direct practical
Yeah.
applications?
Yeah. Unless you're one of those manual therapists who says emotions don't matter. I never have any emotions in my practice. My treatments only have mechanical aspects, and they never influence my people on an emotional level. I hope these people are not many in the audience. Otherwise, you're welcome to learn how you can leave these emotional side effects not to chance, but how you can understand and direct them more directly. So we will cover more in detail the difference between interoception and proprioception, in which pathologies you need to work more with the interoceptive nerve endings in fascia. And then you use different language, you use a different touch, and you ask different questions. And that would be, for example, very beneficial when you have an injury that is associated with post-traumatic stress disorder. When the client, when they talk, you realize there is also an emotional charge with it. We will also look at the new fashion of vagus therapies. And there is new indications that things are not as simple as I had assumed when I learned about the polyvagal theory and about the vagus nerve and how beneficial it is. So I will include new discussions and how they influence your manual stimulation of when you want to stimulate the vagus nerve, for example, on the ear or somewhere else in the body.
If I wasn't able to come to the first conference in November, can I still attend this conference in January? Will I understand?
Yeah, you will understand everything. But if you have attended the first conference, you will have maybe 5 or 6 moments where you said, I have been prepared already. Robert said the answer will come in January.
And if I did attend this conference in November, will there be a lot of overlap with the second conference?
No, less than 10%, maybe 5 or 10%.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. I maybe have one last question for you. For those who are not familiar with the scientific literature, will it be easy to understand?
If you have survived more than 1.5 or 2 years of osteopathy training without going mad, then you are more than welcome to attend my webinar, and it will be very digestible.
Great. Thank you very much, Dr. Schleip.